Hey guys, it's pre-video Blake. I'm in a closet. What's new? So basically what's going on here is we don't have the video for episodes 10, 11, 12, or 13 because they're in a hard drive that's killing itself. Maybe one day we'll have the video and I'll be able to come back and change these things, but for now what we're doing is I'm just going to put up some images that sort of represent the settings that our players are in while the audio plays through this video. So there's not going to be the visual component that you're used to in here. Sorry about that for the next couple episodes. That being said, we're going to speed through these episodes. Episode 10 is going up today. Episode 12 is tomorrow. 11 is tomorrow. 12 is the next day. And then 14 will be that'll be Saturday. So we're just getting, 13 will be on Saturday. So we're getting through all of them very, very quickly because there's no video aspect to them. So you can watch those, or listen to them, I guess would be the proper word, if you want to. Or what you can do is go to the recap video that is being posted the same day as this one, which is going to recap episodes 10 through 13 with some clips of audio, but it's mostly going to be just me talking through the most important parts, what happened, who they met, what's going on. So consume it as you will. That being said, episode 14, like the first real episode in months, is coming out on Sunday. So we're back, baby. We're back. Enjoy the audio. I forgot to mention that the link to the recap video is in the description. So if you want that, go check it out. Bye! Party Dungeon. This is Dungeon Party. As always, I'm your DM, Blake Peebles, and here's your cast. Woo! We're all here. Welcome to episode 10 again. So I'm sure if you've been following our social media or YouTube or anything, you will have heard that, and you should be, by the way, following our social media because it's really good.
Koala-y content.
There's a lot of koalas. That our hard drive that we've been storing all the stuff on just stopped working. Hopefully it is not a permanent problem. It's episodes 10, 11, and 12 have disappeared into ether, but don't worry. You'll see in a minute why that doesn't matter. And you'll see too, actually. You don't know. You don't know about this yet.
The timeline's about to get a lot harder to follow.
But that being said, we're going to try to get it back, and hopefully we'll have it for you guys in the future. Some other things. The Dungeon Party podcast is going to be a thing. Yeah. So we're going to start uploading that DPP.
DPP.
That's what it is, Peter.
DPP. I like that.
Yeah, so that's going to be a thing pretty soon here, so we'll let you know on our social media when that happens. Speaking of our social media, we're on Facebook, we're on Tumblr, we're on Instagram. We're not on Twitter, but we're going to be on Twitter as soon as the permanent ban on our account goes away.
What? How did we get that?
I don't know, dude. We made it, and then we didn't use it for long enough that they thought we were a bot or something.
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't the hashtag DP?
It might have been hashtag DP. I don't know. But we got all those, so check us out, hashtag DPS or hashtag Dungeon Party Show. T-shirts we're going to talk about in this cutaway that I'm going to make tonight. But t-shirts are a thing, so keep your eye out for that. Yeah, anybody else have anything to talk about?
No.
Not I.
Alright.
Smash that like button, etc.
2 new
Smash that
shows. You already know
motherfucking
about them,
buttons.
but they're coming your way. My boss died in 2 rounds. Fuck this game. That's coming your way. That's me talking about what went wrong for me in battles. And then Assyrian Classroom, which is your lore supplement. So keep your eye out for those. They'll be coming up sporadically. And with that, we're gonna jump right in.
I thought you were gonna use it with Scrabble.
Huh?
First I have to finish what's inside it. Already. Let's start.
Okay. So, normally here is where I do a recap, but I'm not gonna do that. You all open your eyes, and you find yourself in a dark room. Pretty much empty. Looks sort of like a closet. And you're all in there.
We're all in a closet?
Yeah, all 6 of you.
Yeah, it's a small closet, big.
It's I mean, it fits all of you, not comfortably.
So is
You're
it like
all
the
squeezed.
size of this room?
You all fit in, but you're all sort of laying down because you open your eyes.
We're all
And,
ran together.
Stop it!
and the thing is here, the last
still
thing you
asleep.
remember is being outside the Illithian ruins under Brandon's house. That's the last thing you remember.
Like, pre?
Yeah, before you went inside, you went down through that glistening cave and you walked up to the entrance. Blackout, here you are.
Am I still old?
You're not old. You notice, well, it's a little dark, so maybe you don't, but like, you all have things on your person that you didn't before. You have a glove, you have a dagger,
Haha.
you have a belt, right?
I've got a cup.
You have a cup. You're not old anymore,
Oh, wait,
the earring is
do
gone.
I have the tankard?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't know how you got it or what it is. Deirdre, you have
The coin.
the coin
And your earring.
And the earring.
and the earring. Yeah. And you don't know what's happening at all.
Is there a door to this
Yeah, can
closet?
we
Yeah, there's a door.
Let's open
Let's
that.
open that door.
Locked.
Oh my god.
Really? Can I?
We all have to adjust.
No lockpicks.
Oh, yeah.
You also notice
It's fucking
none of your gold is there either.
No,
Does that include my diamond?
I'm poor.
Yeah, any valuables you had on you, gone.
So does that include rings, or is that just like money?
Rings as well, yeah.
Goodbye,
Well,
1100
That
gold.
was my ability
had-
to do anything.
Stuff. I had.
Yeah, your
finally
arcane
had
focus
Is my focus
it's
gone?
Yeah.
So I can't cast spells. Oh no!
Technically, my focus was my clothing. Is that still?
That's still there. You have not been undressed.
Ah.
And you have all your weapons,
Well,
too.
luckily I have a dagger.
Well,
Even your, like, nice, fancy weapons.
can I try to do a little? If there's no lockpicks, do you just go for a smash?
Cool, make a strength check.
Yeah. Let's...
Smash.
Oh.
12.
There's a little bit of give, but not much.
Can I look
Just
around
keep
this
going.
room?
It's a closet.
It's
Is
just
this a bottle
closet.
episode?
It's a closet.
Can I keep trying to smash this?
Go again.
Is there like room under the door?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna wild shape into a little bug.
What kind of bug?
A little bug.
One of those lantern flies. That we
Can't
keep-
fly, so.
Like
A lantern fly is a
cricket.
poor flyer.
Cricket?
23.
I gotta get up cricket stats though.
So all of a sudden, I don't know if they're gonna be there. All of a sudden, Wallace just disappears without saying anything to anyone.
Wallace?
Well,
I go.
I go.
You hear the sound of cricket. Can you make a perception check?
Giant grasshopper. I'll get use those.
Giant.
Well, if you're a giant grasshopper.
What's the size category for giant grasshopper?
Medium.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I should be.
You can turn into a cricket.
All right, I'm a cricket.
You don't have stats. You get touched, you're dead.
Okay, all right, okay. No, I'm not gonna be fighting. Battle.
19.
19. You look around and you see that there are hooks on the wall that look to be for hanging clothing, but there's no clothing on.
As a cricket, I'm gonna go under the door.
You step out under the door and you see an individual, a tall, dark elf, dressed in a red robe. He's taking off the upper section of his robe and sliding on some leather armor that he is lacing up. You can see in front of him everybody's valuables as well as a bunch of other stuff just sort of up in a pile as he's like lacing up his doublet.
Do I recognize him or any of his stuff?
You recognize, like, no, it's like a lot of valuables.
Can I, alright. I'm gonna hop up behind him.
Well, as you're doing this, you hear a and like part of the door hinge like and he turns around. He goes, oh shit. And he pulls out a rapier. But as he does so, it sort of like wobbles a little bit, you notice? It's a little strange. And like sort of whips it around a little bit, cracks his back, and stands.
I'm gonna get behind him.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn back into Wallace, quietly.
Okay, make a stealth check at disadvantage. You're going from a cricket to a full person.
Wild shape quietly?
I don't know.
I didn't know it was a
wild shape
loud thing.
makes sound?
I mean, your flesh has changed.
Very much like a. Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know anything about the sound flesh makes.
Alright,
We're all done with,
ASMR.
and we're done with this. and we're done.
It's over.
well, can I tell you what I'm
ASMR
gonna,
flesh
what I
noise.
plan to do when you
Tell me your plan, yes.
So my plan is to wild shape, and then as soon as like immediately cast whole person on this elf.
Okay. Make your stealth check.
Can I go for my third?
Third strength check.
So,
Can I go for the hooks?
Stealth check at disadvantage.
oh, I rolled a natural 20 for 18. That a 9.
Yeah. Not terribly stealthy.
23.
Yeah, okay, so the door flies off, you turn back, and as you begin to cast, he looks back and forth between you. And he drops his rapier and says, okay, alright, let's talk, yes? You're in my house right now, so, hello.
Where's your house? Where are we?
I'm sorry, what? Who
We're
are
in
you?
Hiira. You came to my door this morning, you passed out, and I put you in the closet and took your goods, because, you know, that's what you would do in that situation.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't
If
do that.
somebody had passed out in front of me, I know exactly what I would do. I would go get them a cold washcloth
Yes,
and dab
but
them.
you are a town guard. I am a member of a thieves' guild.
Well, I will just have to handcuff you right now.
He pulls his hands away. No, you're in my home.
You just admitted that you were.
While
on
they're
the
talking,
wrong
I'm
side
gonna
of the
just
wall.
pick my stuff back up.
All right.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
He goes, wait.
Can I have this?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
this is
That's
mine.
I
fine.
suppose this is fair.
Can we take our gold back? Or?
Okay, before you do this, can you explain yourselves?
Can you explain?
Yeah.
Hang on. And I hand him the letter. Or I pull out...
You reach for the letter. It's not there.
I reach for the letter.
He pulls this out and he says, yes, you've been sent by Rolf
Right, we were...
to talk to me, but then you just passed out and then...
No, listen, mate. Listen, I'm a drunk. I pass out all the time, and this is just not proper procedure. I've woken up in weirder places, but I've never had people saying, oh, you know, you passed out, so we put you in the closet with your mates. Yeah, that's
it's
not
kind of
normal.
weird.
Sorry, I suppose it
Scenario.
runs in my blood. I've introduced myself to you already, but you could introduce yourselves to me.
My name is Kira Burke. I'm a town guard, as you said before.
Yes, but you're also running with one of our sub-organizations, so I can't imagine you're the straightest of town guards. And the rest?
The name's Tapper.
Wallace.
Are you alright over there?
Yeah, I'm just bored.
Look, is there a reason? Sorry.
Your name, sir.
Oliver.
Dumont, yes.
You. Is there a reason we ended up here? Like, we don't remember anything.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I don't know. Do you guys remember anything about when we got here? Or
We were,
Yes,
right.
we were underneath a town. That's it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? We went to the
No,
ruins.
no,
and
There's
we-
ruins, Illithian ruins.
Yeah,
I
the
remember
Lilliputian ruins.
that.
They're gone.
Illithian ruins. There's no such thing
Alright, hang on
around
a
these
second.
parts.
Mm.
There's no such thing around these parts. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about your name. I'll come back to it.
Right?
Was there a little, a shorter fellow with us, a halfling?
No, it's just the 6 of you.
No, Brandon.
No, Brandon.
Why didn't we?
Well, no,
we
he
went to
stayed.
Brandon's house.
He-
so we
Yeah,
were
but
there.
He's no.
But Brandon,
I
what?
don't
We left
remember- I
Brandon
don't
with
remember
kids,
that.
right?
No, we knew
No,
it was
well,
Brandon's,
before-
it was Brandon's house,
if
and
the-
then
Right,
underneath
right,
Brandon's house
alright.
was all that stuff.
What?
All that weird stuff was
I don't
underneath
remember.
Brandon's house, and then there was that glowy water, and no
Listen,
one wanted
mate,
to go
you're
down.
So
about
this
as
is
confused
very
as we are.
interesting.
You are a bush.
I don't.
Did that not happen? I don't know. I'm confused about the timeline
I think we've
too.
been passed out for a while.
Almost as if we haven't been together for like 3 weeks.
insane.
And it's all sort of muddling together in my.
What's
I
your
don't know.
name?
I've introduced myself to you already.
Say it again, then.
I seem to have forgotten.
I am Johan Fredrickson. Nice to meet you.
I've never
Sounds
heard
like
that
a
name in
fake.
my life.
That sounds like a fake.
You haven't heard of the Fredricksons?
Have I
Have
heard
I
of
ever
the
heard of the
Oh,
Fredricksons?
no, I haven't.
Frederick Fredrickson, the
Actually,
king
King
of
of
thieves.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Frederick Fredrickson
No,
is?
I don't.
That's ridiculous, Oliver.
What's your name?
My name's Ellett Tharp.
Sorry, what?
Ellett Tharp.
That's our friend Elliot.
Deception, please.
What's his first name?
Johan. 12.
Yeah, natural 20. No, it's not.
Alright.
It takes a thief to know one, and I can tell you're bullshitting me. What's your name for real, though? You came into my house and passed out.
And then you took all our stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
really,
big-
there's
and
not
put us
really
in
a lot of
closet.
trust here.
That's
Well, I didn't
so
know
long.
who you were. You didn't say any words to me. May I paint the picture, since clearly you
Sure.
do not remember?
Please.
Right.
I opened the door, I said, welcome to the Fredrickson residence.
Okay.
You handed out a letter, and you all, at the same time, fell face first onto the ground.
So,
So
instead
you-
of leaving us on your doorstep, you
you
brought us
put us in
into
the
your
clo-
house, people you
Well-
don't know.
You look like you had a lot of money, or
Right.
You could have looted us
Which
outside
we
of your house
did.
and locked us out. You
We did,
brought us
we
in
did.
here, you made this more inconvenient for yourself.
Listen, I'm not here to tally rights and wrongs. I'm just very confused about what's
Yeah, 'cause
happening.
if we
here.
did, you
I mean, to be
lose.
fair, I think we are as well.
Wait, just a question.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm a little stupid. What does the letter say? What was that about?
Oh, don't worry about it. It was a message for me.
Okay.
Aw.
Alright, you got it. Can we go?
And at this point, you hear on the front door the sound of keys. And he goes, "Oh, we should go to a different area than this. Well, let's go to my backyard. It's very nice. Will you help me gather
this
these
your
other
home?
valuables on the
Burglarize
ground?"
in this home.
Johan, is this your
You
home?
are a thief and a
Is
liar.
this your home, Johan? Is it?
Well,
I've got these handcuffs.
okay. It is ancestrally my home. It's been taken away from me by the new head of the Thieves Guild, and I just thought I'd come back
That's
and reclaim some things. So we should go.
Backyard sounds great.
So want to help me grab
Alright.
these 3 bags full of goods?
Do we get
Are these
No.
like?
Yeah, can
I-
we get
you,
something out of
we'll
this?
split it up after. We have to go. And you hear the door open. He's like,
Yeah, alright.
and he grabs his rapier and he grabs it.
We are now accessories to breaking and entering.
Kira, I cannot count how many crimes
Do
we
I
have
have any
committed
incident
together.
reports left, or are that like?
You have them. They're there.
Do I have any of my incident reports I wrote?
You do.
Well, right now we're running.
Yeah.
But but
You do have those.
when we get to that backyard, I'm gonna pull out my incident report.
So you get to the backyard. You go outside. You get to the backyard. It's not really a backyard so much as it is like a cobblestone terrace overlooking the lake.
A patio.
Yeah, a patio. And he looks around. He's like, "Well, I remember a yard. All right." And he grabs one of the bags and just whoop, hurls over the side. And you hear, sploosh.
He threw the bag, or
He grabbed the bag and jumped
Yeah.
into the lake.
Are we
Are
following?
we going after him?
You guys,
I'm not getting.
I'm
take-
gonna
I'm
sink.
going. I'm going over. I'm
Yeah,
over.
You start hearing shouts from inside the
I'm
house.
over the edge. I'm jumping. I'm diving.
Change into a fish thing. I know you can swim. You're blue.
I peel her off, and I
You
knock the TV over. I peel her off, and I start, and I like, can I jump over the wall?
Yeah.
I jump over the wall.
It's not like it's like a little railing, waist high, for all of you.
I'll
Yeah.
go over as
I'm
well.
over. I guess I have to. I swear I'm gonna sink.
Hey, we'll help you if you do it.
Oh, nice.
I
we can't see it anyway.
Good.
So wait, what's on the other side of the wall?
Company
Probably like a 20-foot drop into a lake.
All right.
Wait, which one of us are carrying the bags? Who has bags?
He has one. I don't know who the other.
I don't.
I have one.
Okay.
You two, how many bags are there?
3.
I can take one too.
I took one, but I'll give it to you
Oh, okay.
because I want to turn into a big snake.
All right.
Oh, cool.
And as Wallace goes down, turns into this like large snake-like creature.
You mean a snake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll jump over as well. Well, I guess we all are.
We're all going.
Okay. Cool.
So, you're all jumped over, and you all land in the water. What
I'm
now?
jumping
How
before
deep is
using
it?
paper.
You have to swim, so you are starting to sink.
I swim around.
Anyone
and
with
I,
bags full of valuables also starting to sink.
I'm
Is
swimming
there
around
like
and
is there a
collecting.
shore?
It's just it's a flat wall on this side.
Where is our friend swimming towards?
He's just trying to stay up.
Can
Is
I-
so a flat wall, the cobblestone? Like, can I get like a finger in?
You can try, yeah.
Do I have to make like an athletics or?
I'd
something?
say make dexterity check because it's your fingies. No, it's make strength check
Just
because
strength?
yeah.
21.
21, you. And you're just digging in there, just holding on, and it doesn't feel good.
Oh no.
I'm gonna like swim around and try and like.
So you pick up everybody. Do you pick up Johan?
Yeah.
Alright, he grabs on. Alright, so out in front of you there is this large lake. It's surrounded sort of on this side by walls, but then it goes out and there's just hills and stuff around. So if you go out, you could probably get away from the town.
But there's no shoreline we see?
There's shorelines out. There's a shoreline like way out over there. Yeah,
There's no like
it's like one big wall sort of going around part of this side of the lake.
fortified. Can
Yeah.
I start hand over handing over?
Do you want to grab onto the giant snake?
If all of us grab onto the giant snake will also sink.
No, this is a powerful snake. What's the strength modifier on this snake? Oh no, is it not?
I let go of the snake.
Yeah, I don't have
I
a
just-
bag. I can.
I was just trying
I'd
to
drop
like
a bag,
stop
actually.
you from drowning. I'm not like a vehicle.
Okay. So,
How far away is the distant shore?
The distant shore has some like
can I
probably a mile before you get to.
It's
a big lake.
I could, yeah, but I don't want to.
Oh wait.
Can I reach into the bag and pull out the first value, the first thing I can hold on to, just to see what the content of these bags
You
are?
pull it out and it is this beautiful scrying orb.
Right, I'm putting it on my pocket and dropping the bag.
He sees this and goes, "No, what are you doing?"
I was sinking, and I swim to the
And he's
shore.
like, you start to hear voices above you,
Mage hand.
yelling.
I'm. No.
It's not 5 pounds.
Are the voices coming from the top of the
From
wall?
up, yeah.
Can I? Alright. I'm gonna unwild shape.
Is
All
that
right.
your last one?
Yes.
I used it up.
Alright. And then I'm gonna be like, I should have thought of this before. And then I'm gonna use shape water cantrip to like freeze a little part of the water.
Okay. How much water can you freeze with shape water?
10 foot cube.
5 foot cube. But it's a cantrip, so I can theoretically keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be enough for you to like get through. Everyone else, they'll sink that probably because it's ice. If you put weight on it, it'll go down.
Right, but what I'm saying is like, if they can keep swimming for the time that it takes for me to like do another action,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
could like freeze another cube.
So basically, slowly but surely, what's happening is you're wall climbing. You're freezing stuff as people are like trying to swim.
I'm freezing the cube and like using it as like a kickboard.
Okay. And
I can swim really well. I don't really need this. I don't know why.
and you hear shouts, and you look up and you can see a very peeved looking individual in a large cloak that is colored. It is an argyle cloak with red, yellow, and white sort of argyle things. He looks over and he shouts out, "Fredrickson!" And Johan goes, "Ah," and then disappears under the water.
Is he drowning?
No, because you then see a brief flash of green under the water as he appears some 80 feet in front of you guys and keeps swimming.
I'm gonna chase him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow suit with all
You,
of them.
you see the guy saying, "Whoever you are, I'll have your heads, I'll have all of them!"
Actually,
You will
I can't let go. I can't do
He
anything.
doesn't see you because you're right up on the wall.
I'm just still.
I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna open my bag, reach in, grab something, and drop the rest of it.
It's a large diamond.
And then I'm gonna go under the water and swim for as long as I can, holding my breath.
Okay.
In the direction of.
I'm just gonna swim after him.
So slowly but surely you make your way away. He has no means to back up this threat, but Kira is still hand over hand climbing.
Sweating profusely.
Make a Constitution saving throw,
I can
please.
freeze the water under you. That's what I'm trying to say.
5 feet isn't going to be enough to hold up this fully armored individual.
No.
5 foot cube.
8?
Okay, so you all swim off into the distance. Kira, you are hand by hand, and you're getting really tired. You've made probably 20 feet of distance in like 20 minutes. Before you're like, I'm gonna fall. If you take another hand step forward, you are gonna fall.
I said I froze a cube near you.
There's a cube of water. There's a cube of ice just floating
5
next
foot
to
by
you.
5 foot?
Yeah.
So that's a big cube.
Yeah, it is a big cube. That should be able to hold. I'm gonna try to lower myself slowly and
It begins to
quietly.
sink a little bit.
But like, is it still buoyant enough?
It's a little buoyant. You haven't put your full weight on it yet.
And try it.
Full weight?
Well, what if we tried one more? Just one more underneath
Oh,
it.
it's gone.
Well, I'm gone.
They all swam away.
What bad people.
But there might be
We
another
already
cube
knew
around.
Is there? Yeah, but I can't make them stick together.
Well.
If it's 5 feet, how am I supposed to hold on to one and another?
Meanwhile, where's Kira?
Yeah, at this point, you've all like made most of your way over to the thing,
Should we go
and you
save
see
her?
Johan just like pulling himself up onto the shore, like.
Keep him here.
Where are the bags?
And
Will
I'm
do.
swimming back towards Kira.
Where are the bags?
No, wait. I'll get Kira. I have an idea. I'm on my ice. I take out my fan of wind and use it as a propulsion system to blow me toward Kira.
All right, you can use it once before you have a chance of rippage.
I know, but it's like 60 feet by 10 feet blast of wind.
All right, so you see Deirdre daintily sit on this little ice cube, pull out a fan herself a little bit. Boom! All of you are blown backwards by this gust of wind as she just
15 feet.
everyone's blown back 15 feet onto their asses as she just like speeds across on her ice. This is as you are like slowly lowering yourself down, and you see a shape in the distance. You make it about like 3/4 of the way there before you slow down and
I'm
you're
gonna
slowly
try
bobbing.
my weight on the.
It's sinking. You're getting the sense that you're just a little too heavy for this to work.
Is there another cube nearby?
No,
while
but
I'm
one's
sinking?
approaching quickly.
Can I try to like
You're like,
kick a little bit?
make an athletics check at disadvantage.
Oh. Guys, is now the time to use my giant strength potion?
Is this what it's
Me?
being saved for?
My-
I think so.
Yeah!
Okay.
Regular giant strength or frost giant strength, you guys? Which one?
Oh, it's stone or
Regular,
frost.
maybe?
They're the same thing now.
Let's go frost because we're talking about ice. Actually, no, let's go giant because I have the thing for frost.
Cool. It's the same. It's the same amount of. So your strength becomes what?
23.
Cool. So that makes your
Wow.
modifier +6, I believe.
Yeah.
Make your athletics check.
At disadvantage?
No.
Oh! Oh!
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Okay, so what happens here is you're on the wall, you glug down that potion, you feel yourself become intensely strong. You kick off of the wall, shaking loose one of the cobblestones, which boom, right in the back of the head, and you find you're unconscious and sinking. You are going down. Deirdre, you see this happen.
Are you effing kidding me?
Don't let me. To sink.
I cast haste on myself to get there faster.
Okay, so
That
you
was my speed.
cast haste on yourself and start paddling rapidly. Yeah, so you're not holding your breath because you're unconscious.
Voluntary apnea.
Okay,
I cast mass healing word.
hold off on that. You make it up to above where Kira is. She's probably like 20 feet down at this point. I'm gonna put on some more intense music because this could be bad.
This could be.
I'm But I'm very
Misty
strong.
Step down below water?
Set up your new character.
What's the? Sorry, what?
Can I use Misty Step to teleport down deeper in the water?
Yes, you can. All
I
right.
do that
How? She's 20 feet down. Where are you teleporting to?
to where she is.
Cool. You appear next to her.
I start swimming up.
You're gonna grab. Okay, so she's fully armored. So make an athletics check at disadvantage because you were trying to swim while carrying an
Just-
armored
You
individual.
gotta revivify me because I'm strong now, so I can get myself up.
Oh yeah, when I get there first I catch Cure Wounds to wake her up.
Cool. You use that casting of cure wounds. And you wake up and breathe in just a whole mouthful, lungful
Can
of
I
air.
see where up is?
Yeah. Whoosh! And Deirdre, you hold on as Kira's ridiculously she's barely fitting in her armor right now. Like she's fucking jacked. Her neck is like thick.
You know, one of those thick boy necks where I
Yeah.
don't have a neck, it just goes right
And
from
like
skull
veins
to
are just
shoulder.
popping on her forehead. Just whoosh, and you shoot to the surface. Deirdre, you're holding on to her back.
Fuck this swimming thing, I'm climbing up that wall.
Oh my god.
All right, make an athletics check. Yeah.
Oh,
The
no,
13.
13 total.
Yeah, I rolled that.
You're making your way up when you feel a rope hit you. You pull it and they go, whoa! Hold on! And you hear the sound of multiple voices going, heave, oh! Heave, oh! Heave, oh! And slowly but surely the two of you are dragged up over. You land, take a breath, and you look up into the face of the man wearing the cloak, surrounded by surrounded by lion knights.
Oh my god, I'm so happy to see this.
So back on the shore.
Do we see this from
Yeah,
the
you
distance?
saw that all happen.
Did somebody make popcorn?
Deirdre's with
Deirdre's
okay,
with me.
now.
That's not good at all.
I could have really you know what? I'm sorry, you guys. The wet is
Ah,
my
it's
thing.
okay.
I really dropped the ball
Wait.
here.
Why
Alright,
are the
so-
lion lights with... Never.
You can't see that.
Oh, alright.
That's too far away. But you saw Kira drown and then crawl up the wall.
Kira's in trouble. Alright.
So,
yes, where did the bags go?
oh well,
I'm at the bottom of the lake.
yeah, we were
Right, well that's
sinking,
your share.
so-
And he pulls out another bag and stuffs the giant bag into it. And it disappears.
Well, luckily I got this. Pull out the scrying orb.
That's fine.
Hang on. Why didn't you just put all 3 bags?
Into your
I didn't
bag.
have time for that. They were right behind us.
You are the worst thief I've ever met in my entire
Well,
life.
you couldn't even lie about your name to me. I had you going that was my house for some time, so if you want to match a battle of deception,
Oh,
then
that's
you're
not
doing
your
wrong,
house.
fake accent.
It's true, he had me beat.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
I don't like me either, but regardless, nice to meet you and goodbye. And he starts turning around and walking
Oh, no,
away.
no, no, no,
once-
no.
oh, no, I run
take
after
my
him.
whip and I put it around his ankle and I trip him.
Okay, make an attack. Fuck you.
19.
It gets around his ankle, and as you pull it back, it slaps you right in the face, almost as though it went through his ankle. It says, "Listen, I'd love to stay and chat, but if you're going to be hostile, I'm going to leave. Yes."
Do you want some salad? Let's just sit down and we can talk. Look,
So weird. All right. Yes.
Caesar salad.
Listen, it's kind of our thing.
What kind of salad?
Beets again.
Beet salad.
You know what? I think I'll pass on the salad.
We're really rushing out. Anyways, look, our friend is up there
Yes. Yes.
with this new
Friends.
friends. Our
Who
friends.
said that?
Our friends are up there, and with this new king of thieves.
Oh no! He's not the king of.
Oh, that's
thieves.
not him.
Well, he's in charge of the.
Fredrickson is the king of thieves.
Forever and always, yes. No, he is just the current head of the noble folly.
Let's go. Okay.
My rightful position, but you know.
Should we go get them?
Yeah, should we go back to them? You want to come and take the fight to them?
Do I strike
Are
you as
you
a fighter?
Your
You've
valuable
got us.
asset.
Yes. No offense, but it looked like your most powerful fighter is over there.
Yeah, that's true.
That
might
I
be
mean,
right.
if you want to talk about like killing things.
Yeah.
Right. Fighter in.
The drunk?
Yeah.
You've got a stick, so
Do you know, I
suppose you
feel
could-
like, I don't know.
Oh, I
feel like we
very
should go-
rarely use
go?
the
Okay.
stick.
Well,
Here's the thing.
What if you could stay?
He said he'd have our heads, and then we're gonna walk back there.
That's.
well, there's a chance that he didn't see your faces. I mean,
No, you can always
Hey.
alter
Right.
yourself.
He definitely didn't see
Fun.
mine.
You were a snake.
You were snake.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think I'm gonna go.
that was impressive.
I'll go back with. I'll go
What?
back with.
That's impressive.
Oh, thank you. I
How does
really.
that even
Never
get there?
mind. Never
You
mind.
We're gonna walk
We're
around.
gonna
walk.
We're gonna walk around.
Around.
Well, I guess.
I'll
See
keep
you
that
in
in
3
20
hours.
minutes.
See you then.
Well, if that will be all, thank you for this very strange day. And I'll never see you again. Goodbye.
Bye.
And he sort of toodaloos you and walks
Oh,
away.
yeah,
Though as he reaches the distance, his form sort of wavers and it disappears.
Okay, so I can
Anyways.
definitely
Yeah.
get the stuff out of the bottom of the lake. Like, that's not even a problem. So we can definitely have that. I'm gonna go back there and get them.
Hear that?
You shouldn't. I'm sorry. I misused
Um.
my abilities. I got a little. Anyway, I'm gonna go swim back.
Cool. As you step into the water, you hear a voice. Folks, you all right? And you turn around and you see a familiar enemy. A man in blue with a blue tricorner hat, just sort of casually walking up to you with his hands in his pockets. Whoa! Hey! Oh!
Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you here? Why do you follow us?
Yeah.
What the hell?
We don't remember him.
Are you talking about?
You've been following us for weeks.
For a
Yeah,
long time
we
now.
talked about it though, didn't we?
What do you-
We just woke up in a closet with limited memories of the pet. No, that gives him too much power.
We woke up in the
remember it.
closet.
We
Oh,
remember
everything.
everything.
All right. So you
I
just
don't.
said that you didn't. So I'm gonna go with that one. But what happened? What's the last thing you remember before waking up in this closet?
Going
Ruined.
to the basement.
Yeah, hold on. Let's not trust him right away. Can we get some answers from you first? Why have you been following us?
Do we remember what
Also,
the
there's
belt
a
and
cool-
the tankard and all that do?
No idea.
No
what
idea.
that is.
I just have this cup.
Who are you? What's your name?
I'm Nero Athame.
From the Extant
You
Sortilegium?
wouldn't know that. He's not a wizard.
Oh.
From the extant sort of
From the Extant Sortilegium?
Yeah, I'm not one of the wizards. I'm sort of their. We've been over. I suppose I'm their go-getter.
And we're not remembering any of
You're
this.
and what? You
None
were
of this is
sent to
ringing
go
a bell.
get us? I don't.
Well, I mean, my friend, one of the wizards is here in Hiira, so I was sent to keep watch on the area. There's a bit of a commotion over by the lake, and sure enough, you folks were the cause of it.
Okay.
I trust you. You're very handsome.
This again.
Well, thank you. Okay.
Well,
Now all this makes
two of our
This
friends
again.
are over there.
Yeah, Kira and Deirdre.
Oh, did you
Yeah.
get them?
Oh, no, I mean they're just not here, so I
Oh.
figured.
All right. Well, I feel like we should
have
go
to
get
save
them.
them, yeah.
Yeah, no.
We kind of swam across the lake for no reason.
I can get us into the city without going through the main gates, though I don't know if that's necessarily an issue. I don't know exactly what went down here, but we were talking to some shady individual, then he did some spooky disappearing shit over there.
Yeah,
so-
we followed him out. We swam with him across the lake. It was very nice. And then
Alright.
and now we gotta go back because somebody didn't think it through.
Hey,
Hey,
don't
it's
beat
okay,
yourself
Wallace.
up,
It's alright.
It's alright.
Wallace.
That's why I didn't do well in school.
Well, good to make your acquaintance again, I suppose. I suppose I should go tell.
Well, hang on. You know what happened between
Then
us
Yeah.
entering the ruins and...
Well, yeah.
what happened?
Well, could you
Could you fill us
Yes,
in?
please.
I mean, you killed Garamoth Hill, the necromancer. You
Okay.
killed him.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
alright.
okay.
We were doing that.
Okay.
You explored the place. I don't know rightly what happened with that, but you explored the place. You killed Garamoth. The Extant Sortilegium showed up, and they trapped the reanimated Illawithian.
Though.
You just said a lot of words.
Well, the
Never mind.
Illawithian that.
That was reanimated.
Oh yeah, by Garamoth. But then, thank goodness. I mean, well, you don't remember him either.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember.
Wallace is
God,
kind
what's
of
his card?
drooling. He's
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Is he a black binder?
This one?
Yeah, I have the X and Sword of Legion cards.
Losing binders.
No, that's not it. That's okay. Life will go on. Yeah, the High Priestess, I think he's High Priestess. Yeah, High Priestess showed up, and High Priestess card of the X and Sword of Legion showed up. You met each other. I don't know if you'd met before then. He's good friends with Brandon. He was the one who sealed her away. Then you left, and that's the last time I saw you. But I'm here with him now. So.
Can we have a quick conference among just us?
Well, yeah, I figure I should go let him know that his friends are here.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
Wait. How do we trust anything that he's saying?
he's very handsome.
I know that.
We've got nothing else to go.
Can I just do like
It's just.
We've
some
got nothing else to go
suspicious
off.
things.
I know.
Inside, it's just,
9?
seems on the level.
I buy it.
Okay. But if something happens, I get to say I told you so.
Oliver, if you say I told you so, you will have one less finger.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
Okay, should we go save them now?
Oh, Nero.
This
Yeah.
What happened to our friend Brandon?
Oliver kicks the
Oh,
dirt.
he's setting up shop back in Battle.net.
Alright, you guys, listen. I love conversation. I'm just a little concerned because we've split the party.
We should go save them.
Friends
Why
are
not?
over
We
there.
should go.
I don't know.
Every
I
time I
don't know.
see you, you're all in some sort of
God, you
mess.
talk so slowly. You're very handsome, but you talk so slowly. We gotta go. I
Alright,
feel like
I was gonna give you a team name, but...
Oh, you have a team name. Well,
No, it took too slowly. Let's go.
The slow talk.
We have a
We're the salad
we
bowls.
have a slight
We have a
salad.
name. With a salad.
A slight problem.
What's the
that?
problem?
I can't go in that house
What?
if it's an old folly.
What?
Well, I don't think any of us can go in that house.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why we got chased out of that house.
okay. So
You understand what I'm saying?
Summer.
There.
What if we all got
Like-
little mustaches? I'm gonna go get some leaves,
That's
You can
fun.
get some kelp from
put them together. You'll never know who I was. Now.
You're the only blue man I've seen walking around these parts recently.
But Wallace was a snake.
They didn't see me.
I don't know what. Once again, I don't know what happened here.
Everyone. I'm already making everyone mustaches, and I'm giving them to everyone.
Thanks.
I'm gonna.
All right. I mean, we'll give it a shot.
Nobody will
Well, I don't
ever
need.
know.
Wait, I don't.
I'm gonna.
All right. Well, let's go back over there.
All right.
Do we have to swim?
No, we can walk around.
I'm gonna
Quickly.
change my clothes to look like his clothes. I'm gonna say the command word.
Hey, don't. Why are you doing that?
I just can't look like myself, and you seem like a good option.
No, don't look like. Don't dress exactly like me. That's weird. If we're twins walking into this
All right,
town.
I look like him, but I'm red.
Oh, all right. Bunch of fools.
You know
Fortunate
what?
fools, but fools nonetheless.
And I think we should all talk a little in like funny voices. I'm gonna talk like this.
Listen, I'm already talking in a funny voice. I can't do this.
I'm going to have a little fun with this, and I'm going to cast Alter Self on myself and turn myself into a gnome.
Can you do that? Can you change size categories?
You can change. I can say what I look like, including height, weight, facial features. I can become a member of another race, and then my
You have Alter
statistics
Self?
change. I do. It's a level 2 spell, and it's selected.
Nice. All right.
Well, hey there! Should we go?
Yeah, let's go.
This is absolutely absurd.
I want to keep all my same clothes, so I'm just a tiny Oliver.
I know, Mitch.
All right. We'll keep going, I
I think we
suppose.
should have different names.
I'm gonna travel.
Well, I think this
as
is actually
normal.
quite a good.
But wearing the
All right. I don't
mustache.
need this from you,
you
though.
don't need what?
All
I
right.
can change it up a little bit. I could be like this.
You don't know what I know
That
about
sounds
you.
great, Millie.
I back off a little bit.
Whoa.
I'm a giving man, but I wouldn't call myself kind.
There's a lot of sexual tension happening over there.
Listen, I don't know what it is with this group of you, but every single one of you's flirted with me at least one time. I don't know if y'all remember it.
It's because you're very handsome.
What are you talking about? Let's rub his leg.
Well, how does your real hand height?
No, he's actually small.
Oh, yeah, I'm rubbing
The
his,
alter
like,
self
leg.
just
I'm like,
changes what he is.
Alright, so we
Just
walk.
a kneecap touch.
He's like, all right, nope, okay.
Oh!
All right, we'll go in and meet up with my patron. So,
Oh god.
well,
Patron!
well, I'm a warlock, you see.
Oh, I got that from when you said your patron.
Wait, hang on. We're gonna meet a warlock's pick. That sounds like.
Well, no, I'm not your typical warlock. I didn't make a deal
I'm
with
not
the devil
just
or
any
anything.
girl.
Not here.
I made a deal with the ancient sword of Legion. They're the source of my power, and more or less, and he rolls up his sleeve to reveal these tattoos, which, now that you see them, it's not quite spells, but there's like components of spells in there. I'm more or less a living spell book. So,
I think that's fun.
all right, little man. But enough about me. Let's keep going. So back. Two of you stand up,
Swole.
and you are facing. You're ripped, and you stare into this just beet red face of this guy. He has like a big mustache that curls out.
That's so cool.
He's
love mustaches.
he's dressed really nicely. He has gold nail polish,
Nice.
with rings on every finger.
Nice.
He's strong. He's built strong. He's like a big, tough-looking dude, and he's wearing this really nice cloak. You recognize the colors in the cloak,
Guards around?
huh?
And there are guards around?
There are 4 lion knights behind him.
I immediately start crying. And I'm like, oh, thank God. This noble man and these noble, honorable guards saved us. We are victims in this situation.
He goes,
I hug him. I'm like,
Ah.
oh, kiss on cheek, kiss on cheek. Let me explain the whole thing. Oh, we woke up in this closet not knowing where we were. And then there were loud noises and we were thrown off the balcony. My friend almost died and I had to save her. And thank God you are here.
So while this is happening, one of the one of the lion knights goes up to you, and you recognize the X right here that represents that he is a captain. Big mustachioed dude as well. It seems like everybody here has like fancy hair.
Love mustaches.
He's got this big sort of handlebar mustache thing going on. He walks up to you, just this human man. He's like, "Name and rank, please."
Hiira Burke. What's my rank?
I don't know.
Am I just like
Rank.
Name and location of you're not from around here.
Warthank?
Worthank. What are you doing out here?
I'm on special traveling command from Captain Sheena.
Oh yes, Sheena, of course, from Worthank. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Checks out. What
Do you want to
is?
see my I must have a badge or something, or like an ID number.
Yeah.
Soaking wet.
All right, checks out. You have an incident report for this incident.
I haven't written it yet, but you heck is bet I will.
Get started.
Are my incident reports all wet?
I feel like you keep them in a place where they wouldn't get.
That's
that
what I'm.
wet.
I
A
feel like
Ziploc
they must
bag.
be like beeswax paper.
Yeah,
you know, like,
they're yeah.
Okay. I
Good.
woke up in closet, unsure where I was.
All
Had
right.
to jump off of cliff.
So,
Drank potion.
and he goes over to you. Bartleby here has a complaint. Mr. Bartleby, sir, has a complaint that you are in his house, and he's talking only to Kira, and to Deirdre at this point, not even paying attention to you. That you are in his house, burglarizing the place. It is true that things are missing from his home, and what's the full story here, ma'am?
Well, I'm sorry. I just had a long day. No.
Make a performance check.
Okay. 24.
Oh my god, it's so convincing.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little frazzled.
It's all right. Explain what's going on.
I wake up in this closet. There are hooks on the walls. As you can imagine, my imagination ran wild. And I walked in with these strangers. My good friend Kira here, who's a town guard, a very wonderful woman. And
Thank you.
we're trying to get out. And
Thank
then
you.
this this drow elf is there, and he has all these bags, and he's like, come with me or I'll kill you all. And so he throws me off a balcony. Oh, thank God you were there.
A drow, you say?
Yes, I believe this nobleman knew his name.
And he
told us,
the nobleman says,
I can be Johan. It was Johan.
the man says, Bartleby says, I'm sorry to have to correct you, but Johan Fredrickson is dead. My guess is that is the leader of the noble folly.
What?
Hey, we're not there.
Well, that was the information we were given.
I'm sure he lied in order to rob an honest businessman like myself. He must have a vendetta against me because I took this precious keepsake of his guild. For the greater good, though. And the guard says, yes,
We are all victims here,
well,
and under no name.
well, we've been running into some issues with the folly, but that is concerning. We'll send out search parties tonight.
Can I please help?
We'll get you arrested, we'll debrief you, but perhaps we'll reassign you. We don't want to take you away from your important duty that's traveled you so far up north.
Do you have a place where you can put us up to dry off and have some nice warm meal after our ordeal?
Do you...
Ooh, right.
He looks around and is like, Johnson! And this, like, kid, pretty much. He's, like, maybe 16. He's a half-elf. It's like, the armor's way too big for him. He's like, yeah, uh-huh. Johnson, can you put him up at your house? And he's like, I'll have to ask my dad, sir.
Ever most grateful, and I hug him.
And he beat red. He's like...
Okay, Deirdre, we just give him a little space.
Follow me this way! And he turns just like about face and starts marching away. And the guy says, Johnson, we have to debrief them first. He's like, yes, sir! And just stands there, sweating profusely. All right, if you'll follow me to the barracks, I'll give you Johnson's address on the way. Yeah, Johnson, take this. What's her name, ma'am?
Deirdre.
Deirdre. Take Deirdre back to your home. I'm sure you can stay in your useless brother's room. So. And he goes, yes, sir. Yes.
Would you mind if I could stay with my friend until we both can rest?
Sorry, ma'am, but it is, as she is a member of our order, we have to go through different channels to debrief her. So she will be sent your way as soon as she can.
When can I expect her?
Don't worry, Deirdre, I will be with you presently.
As the motion starts to wear off a little bit.
It's an hour long.
Never mind.
I'm just not used to it.
It says, not too long. A couple of hours tops.
Okay. Thank you all for your kind hospitality and understanding.
And you see Bartleby just shaking with anger, but not able to say anything.
Insight check. Is he angry at me?
You don't need an insight check for that. He's pissed at both of you because he knows what you did.
And we're gonna hold it.
I give him my best winning smile.
Doesn't change his demeanor. He's brushing the wet off of himself where you hugged him.
Toodaloo.
Though you notice, like, his clothes are wet, but the cloak that where you touched it, not wet at all.
Magic cloak.
Okay.
So you are walked off
thing the
to the
cloak
barracks,
Just
and
inside water.
Johnson starts walking you back to his home. It's
So
just
how
this
long
way
have
through
you been
here.
in the guard?
Sorry, what?
How long have you been in the guard?
Oh, this is my first year, ma'am. And he's not making eye contact with you.
Such big responsibilities. You must be very good.
Stop flirting
Well-
with a minor.
She's young too.
No, I'm not flirting. I'm just.
That's
being
just how Deirdre
I
talks.
thought she was 17. I thought you were 17. Maybe.
How old are you, Deirdre? How old is Deirdre?
like 19.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's really not that much older than him.
There's still a line.
Still
She's not
alive.
flirting.
Not
That's just what Deirdre sounds like. It says, yes, well, my father's metallurgy business isn't doing so well, so I thought I'd bring in some money, ma'am.
That's That's a very good thing to do. Your family must be very proud.
Thank you. And he keeps walking back and says, "Is this your first time in Hiira, ma'am? Dear ma'am?"
Call me Deirdre. My friends call me Deirdre.
Okay.
And yes, it is.
Well, then, why did you come to Hiira this time? And he starts like gesturing.
Well, see, I woke up in a closet and I don't know how I got here.
Oh, I've been there.
That is very concerning news.
I figure, I don't know, I just trying to relate. Yeah, good. So, Deirdre, this, it's an exciting time of year here in Hiira. The Champions Tournament is going to start in a couple of days. So if you're staying for long, you could potentially participate. Or, I don't know what you do. Sorry, I didn't mean, not that you can't participate, just like, I don't know what you're like, I don't...
You are so funny.
Thanks.
Maybe I will. You'll have to tell me more about it.
Oh, well, there's a variety of events. I didn't plan it myself, but my brother was part of it, so he could tell you, probably. I think he's participating.
Why don't you be a part of it?
Oh, I mean, I'm too busy. I'm going to be working security.
Oh, brave boy.
Thanks. Oh, here we are. And you it is a shop. It just says metallurgist above the door. There's no name for this place. And he says, "Let me go run this by my parents. If you don't mind waiting outside for just a minute."
Oh, no problem. Your house looks beautiful.
I'll tell my dad you said so. Thanks. And he opens the door and walks in. Where is it? I wrote a whole backstory for this family.
I love that.
Good job, thanks.
He walks in and you hear some conversation, but as you do so, you see another figure walks out of the door. It is a half-elf, a little older, probably around 24. He has his hair sort of swooped to one side. Behind his ear there is a quill made of bone and metal. He's wearing leather armor, but it's got like decorations on it, and it's like off one of his shoulders a little bit. And he walks out and he looks at you and he says... And then he just sort of nudges past you and walks away.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Wow.
And then he turns around and he says, "The light you shine upon this house
No, he's a poet.
How did you not know?
has
of
not
him?
been seen in some time hence, but I prefer the dark, so go thee away." And then he just closes his eyes and pauses for a
Trying
minute.
to hide it while smiling, so I'm like, that was beautiful.
It shouldn't be. It was dark. And he walks away.
I want like the bongo set from Slam Poetry.
You see him as he walks away, just sort of like nodding to himself and like snapping his fingers. The door opens, and you see the kid come out and he says, "Athos, you have to say hi to our..." He's gone.
It's so interesting.
Well, yeah, he's my older brother, and he's got his skills.
What are they?
Poetry, swordplay,
Poetry
actually.
skills, okay.
He's a genius with a rapier. And he went to school for metallurgy, but he doesn't love doing that.
Okay. Why don't I meet your parents?
They're not home. But you can come inside. My name's Andrew, by the way. My first name. Yeah. Andrew Johnson. Is that in real? No, alright.
There's definitely a
That's
lot
like
of them.
a president. There was a President Andrew Johnson.
Hi, I'm President Andrew Johnson.
None of us knew.
I'm Andreth. That's it. That's the word. That's how we change it. Fantasy Andrew. Andreth.
Andrew.
But my family, they call me Andy. So.
Okay, Andy.
You
Are
can.
you sure it's okay for me to come in?
Yeah, no. Come on in. I'll get you situated. But I have to go back to work in a minute, probably. So.
Of course.
I'll run by the market where my dad's probably... I'll get Athos to come back because I don't want you to have to be here alone. He said he was going out for inspiration, but I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna... But if you... And he opens up, and it's a modest house. It opens up into a kitchen. The first room is a kitchen, and it seems there's a little like metal sign that with an arrow on it that points to a door, like an iron door in the side of the wall. It's like, well, that's where my dad's metallurgy shop is. And the rest of this is our house. But if you take a seat, I can get you some bread, water maybe. If you want
That
anything
sounds
to
wonderful.
drink,
Thank you.
we have alcohol, but I don't know where they keep it. So,
That's okay. I don't need any.
all right. I'm gonna go get Aphis, alright? Make yourself at home, and if my dad comes back, just tell him I brought you, and it's because of work. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Bye! And he runs out the door. Clank, clank, clank. And you notice he left his shield and sword behind. Just totally forgot them.
Open the door. Andy!
Yeah!
You forgot this.
Oh! And he runs back, and he grabs it. He's like, thank you! But as he grabs onto it, it like hits the ground. He's like, ugh. And he runs out. It's a scrawny boy.
Sweet, sweet boy.
All right, so the rest of you continue to walk back into town. It takes you maybe half an hour to get to the other entrance of the town.
Can I have made my clothes
Wait.
not look like what's his face is?
Nero?
Nero's after he pulled the pass card. Can
Yeah.
it just be like just black leather armor?
Yeah, and he didn't comment on it. But
Did you say it took another hour?
it took half an hour.
Half an hour? Cool. Okay, we're good.
Oh.
Wow, what a big city.
Why are we using different voices? We didn't
No.
talk to them. They don't know what we sound
My
like.
vocal cords changed.
What do you mean?
No.
You're silly, Tapper.
I'm just
All
trying
right.
to get into character. I don't know what you're talking about.
You realize you're wearing a mustache made of leaves, and you did a higher pitched voice than the lower pitched.
I'm gonna remove the mustache made of leaves.
Whatever.
Now you have two mustaches.
Whatever.
Just
There-
a long rest.
I know a thing or two about mustaches, okay?
Alright.
And this is how they work. And everyone's gonna think that I have a mustache.
It looks real
It
good.
looks
I don't
natural.
know.
All right,
anything about
we're there.
mustaches.
Let's. All right, just line up behind me. Walk up to the gates, and you see two guards step out. He pulls out a card from his pocket and just holds it up. It's one of those. You haven't seen them, actually. Never mind. But it's this ornate, beautiful card. And he flashes it to them. They nod their heads and just sort of gesture you through. Puts in voices. All right, this way. So, where am I taking you?
The Frederickson residence.
The Frederickson.
There's
No Frederickson residence here, not since
the previously
couple years ago.
The previously
Yeah.
Frederickson
Yeah,
residence.
the one who was ousted.
All right, we'll head that way. Do you mind if we pick up Averth on the way?
Yeah.
None of you know who that is.
Oh,
I
no.
Who?
I think I've mentioned it to them though.
don't know if you gave a name, but yeah, it strikes you as vaguely familiar. But
Yeah, because when I was talking
Who's
about
Aver?
with Brandon when we went to meet his
yeah,
friends.
you don't remember him. He's the High Priestess card, I believe. Yeah. He is the High Priestess card of the Sortilegium. He's a friend with Brandon. So.
Do you think he could help out with the memory situation?
Well, that's why I suggest we go pick him up. Do we get your friends first? Do we get Averth first?
This is gonna wear off real soon, so we should probably do the friends first, right?
All right.
Yeah.
We'll head in that direction. So you head through the town, and all of you see the preparations for a tournament being set up. There's different stadiums being set up directly outside of town. You see people like putting up banners. This place is already full of life and energy as it is, but like even it's simply bustling with activity at the moment. Nero says, "Yeah, I don't know why you're here, and clearly you don't either, but stick around to see the tournament. That'd be fun. You could probably participate if you signed up quick enough." Well, there's different events. There's some events of the mines as well.
Is there a prize?
Yeah, there is a prize. It depends on the event you're entering into, but
I want to do the tournament.
there's the group melee, there's the singles melee, there's the monster slaying event, there's the joust, there's the horse race, and then there's various arcane events. I don't know which ones are being offered at the moment.
Did they have arts and crafts?
I want a joust.
No, but
Alright, never mind.
not as a tournament
Never
thing.
mind.
All right.
Oh, this is just blue.
Oh, they have this new thing they brought in from. I believe they brought it in from Relf, or no, so Relfheim. They call it miniature golf.
Wow. What's
So there's a bit of a tournament.
so that?
It's this sport they play down there where you hit things with sticks, not like each other, but you hit little balls with sticks and you try to get them into holes in the ground.
Wow.
But it's very boring. I've seen a game played myself once. This, on the other hand, is a much smaller scale with decorations.
I love decorations. Yeah.
So
Sounds fun.
sign-ups should be, you can still register for events up until tomorrow at noon.
Well,
So
let's go get our friends.
yeah.
I'm getting a little too in character. I'm scared that this is how I'll be forever.
So you walk in that direction and
That scares me too.
you run into Kira as she is being as she is leaving her debriefing.
Hey there, Kira.
Hello.
We are on
So,
our way to find
Kira.
you.
Yeah, what happened?
What a lucky turn of events!
You're small.
And you see the blue man, the man in blue tricorner hat, just walking with your friends.
What?
Yeah, we trust him now.
I'm
He's
Hiira.
with
Yeah,
us
that's
now,
Nero. He's fine.
Apparently.
We've met, you just don't remember it.
Yeah, he filled in the blanks for us, and then I fill in the blanks for Kira.
The
But
blanks
wait.
have been
But
filled.
isn't she like in? She's like with somebody.
No, she just walked out of the barracks.
I got debriefed and then I left.
Yeah.
Where's Deirdre?
Yeah, where's Deirdre?
Oh, she went to Johnson's house.
Who's Johnson?
I
Who the
have
hell
this
is Johnson?
address. Let's go.
Alright.
Alright.
All right. Well, can you give me the address as well? I'm gonna go get Averth. You remember Averth, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Averth. We went to his house once. There were lots of windows with stuff in them.
Sure. I mean, I wasn't there for
There
that, but I'm gonna get him
We had tea.
because clearly something fishy is going on.
I know. That's just. I'm sorry. It's.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
All right.
You're fine.
Well, I'm gonna get him, and I'll meet you there.
Okay, how long have I been debriefed for?
It's been half an hour.
Okay, we got half an hour more of this, you guys.
Oh, me too.
Wait,
Takes
I
you 10 minutes to get there.
I'm so
Okay,
strong.
20 minutes
I
left.
You're
wanna
really
do
trying to
something.
wind that clock down.
I really want to do something with these new muscles.
Pick me up. Woohoo!
Wow, this
Probably
is really
could've done
easy.
You just one-handed.
One-handed. Anybody want Oliver delivery? Knock knock. Hello.
It's me.
Try to pass him over.
Ooh, pick me up now.
It's a little harder,
I
but
put
you do.
Oliver on the ground.
Thanks.
Can we
Alright,
get the move
so
from
you all
Dirty
make
Dancing?
it to the address.
Yes, we're gonna try the move from Dirty Dancing.
We're rolling for this. You need to make a strength check. You
Yeah.
need to make an acrobatics check.
Not an athletics check.
Straight up strength.
Just strength.
Yeah.
You got.
Nah, make an athletics. Fuck it, I don't
Okay,
care.
we'll do athletics.
That's not great.
Proficiency plus strength is 13.
14.
Okay, make a performance check at disadvantage, both of you.
Good thing I'm not proficient. Channel my inner Patrick Swayze. Natural 20?
Disadvantage.
I know. 14.
9.
You don't fall, but it's like a oh my god. It's really unimpressive. And you see an individual. You see a half elf. Yeah, they didn't get it. You see a half elf walking by, with sort of hair down on one side and a quill behind his ear, and he looks at you and goes, "Imperfection. Yes." And he grabs a notebook and just starts writing, and then walks away.
Fuck you.
Wallace, I have an even better idea. I'm gonna try to break him.
Okay, make an athletics check.
You trying to bench Wallace?
Yeah.
And I feel really good about myself.
I just sit down and strength my legs.
Is this his house? Are we at the address?
No, we did this before you got there.
We're just waiting.
We're just in the street.
Yep.
26.
I'm like,
Walk and talk. I'm doing
And as you
lunges.
go past, you see Johnson run past and look at you and go, "What?" And then run.
Johnson,
Well, yeah.
where are you going?
I gotta get my brother. Bye.
Okay.
Who was that? I mean, who was that?
A bit of a
down.
crowd is starting to form,
Oh.
and as you bench press, some of them are like,
Thank
That's
you.
right.
I'm gonna take off my hat
Yes.
carefully and just put it down. And then I'll
It's
be
the
like-
vermin hat.
yeah, but
some people throw some coins in there.
And
You
then
get
I'm like-
5 gold.
and then I'm like,
And they all leave.
all right.
Okay, so you finally make it to the fucking house. Deirdre, you hear a nickety knock upon the door.
Bang, bang, bang.
Who is it?
It's me.
It's us.
Open the door. Hey, guys.
You recognize the
Deirdre.
voices.
Yeah, the two.
No, Deirdre was there when I was big.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Hey, I like take my mustache off and I'm like, it's okay, Deirdre, it's just me, Wallace. I put it back on.
But you don't know who this is.
You look like yourself, just small.
Bet you can't guess.
And then there's Millie and I who are just
My clothes are just
standing
different.
there. Like,
I have a lot of questions.
And as you say, I have a lot of questions. All of your vision goes black.
Whoa.
Wait, are we unconscious or are we just blind?
Well, your vision returns to you.
oh, I thought that was the end of the episode.
No. And you are all standing on the face of a clock. That is atop a
Am I
huge...
still big?
No, you're small.
Do I have a mustache?
Am
Do I
I
still have a
big
mustache?
Yeah, everyone is back to their normal selves.
I'm more in the lost for a second.
The clock. It is atop this giant tower, and you look out around, and all around you are just gears and clockwork and sharp objects, and you can see tiny shapes sort of marching thousands of miles below
Oh
you. But
God.
Okay.
We're on the face of a clock.
yeah,
Is it ticking?
It's
I
not.
don't do well with heights.
Very Kingdom Hearts video.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna vomit.
Oliver, just sit in the middle of the clock. Just sit in the middle of the clock.
Oliver, it's okay. Use this pressure point and it'll keep you.
And as you stand here looking around,
Okay, now.
you see the sort of the wall, sort of like all the clockwork forms itself
Everybody gather close, you guys.
into 2 eyes and a mouth.
Oh, hello.
Cheshire Cat style.
No, just like
Wait, like the face of the clock.
no, like the sky made of clockwork forms itself into
Forms
2
itself.
eyes made out of clockwork and a mouth made out of clockwork.
Hello there.
And a deep voice that seems to be made out of a bunch of ticks and whirs rather than actual vocal pattern says, "You are in Mechanus, the realm of order. I am the Primus. I've brought you here, not because of your importance, but because of an attack from the chaotic far realms upon your minds. Your memories have been eaten by a being from beyond these realms. As law would dictate, you must find this being, regain your memories, and cast its alien presence out of these realms. The ones who created us, the ones who created the planes we exist on, they did so that these chaotic beings, these Denzians of the far realms, could not penetrate their multiverse. But someone let them through. And you must eradicate this chaotic threat. Do you accept, yes or no?"
Do we know? Like,
Okay,
like
once
basic,
again, they have a lot of things.
but like basic, like, do I know who Primus is?
Do I?
None of you have heard of Mechanus. None of you have heard of the Primus. Oliver, make a history check, because you're the most studied of anyone, I think.
16?
16. You recognize it. It's the name of a god, a lawful god, but it is separate. He's separated from the rest of the pantheon, and you don't really remember why.
Do we have much of a choice?
Do you accept, yes or no?
I guess.
We get our memories back?
Do you
Will you first tell us
accept?
how to do it?
Yes or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
we accept.
Yeah, it's whatever.
A box, sort of like a small chest, just comes up out of the clock and lands in front of you. When you are ready to pursue, open the chest. Not before, not after. Once the chest is opened, your path is set.
Thank you.
Can we ask you questions?
Yes.
A giant grin. Who are you, Primus?
I am the Primus.
And why were you cast out of the pantheon of gods?
Not cast out. Never joined.
Why is that?
They are children of the Forebearers. I am a mechanism of the Forebearers. They do not remember, but I do. The time before any of the planes existed, and out of the swirling chaos, the only knowledge lies with me. And it shall, as I am rebuilt, time and time again, until we return to the swirling chaos. Do not overestimate your importance in this universe. I only call upon you for you were wronged, so you must be the ones to take it back.
Could we have any more information? You're being very vague.
I cannot think about things of chaos. I am not built to do so. I am simply aware that it has come. The shield that the Forebearers have set up around our multiverse has been sifted through. Something's gotten in. Something bad.
Do you have any idea how?
It must have received help from the inside.
And do you have a suggestion of where to start?
Open the chest when you are ready to follow. Your path will be set.
DM, I
Okay,
have a
what will
question.
happen when we open the chest?
Open the chest when you are ready. Your path will be set.
DM, I have a question.
What's up?
Does anybody look different?
Y'all look the same.
The same, like same items, same clothing, same hairstyles that we had on the last memory? Like,
Have we aged?
that, yeah.
Or changed over time?
You are the same as when you... Yeah, no, you...
Which to us was moments ago.
Yeah.
Except, yeah.
We were just
So
standing there.
time
How
hasn't
big is-
passed. We haven't recovered spell slots or anything, right?
No.
How big is this box? This chest?
Easy enough for one person to carry.
I'm gonna just pick it up.
Okay, well, it doesn't really seem like we have much of a choice in this matter.
You have already accepted. To turn back now would mean death.
Exactly. So
Alright, let's begin. We got nowhere else to go.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Should we perhaps rest and replenish before we proceed? Depending on where this takes us?
Primus,
Alright, we'll take...
may we rest in this realm? Just sleep right here?
There is no rest. Living things do not last here.
Let us
Things of-
proceed.
You will not remember this when you return. But you will remember the chest.
I'm gonna write an incident report.
If we're not going to remember,
Not
can
there.
you tell us some big cosmic
my
secret
incident
that we're not
reports?
gonna remember?
Yeah.
but
Every
we
single
really
one of
know
them?
about?
Anything made of organic material other than yourselves, not on your person.
So,
Close.
clothes?
Your metal armor is fine.
It's chafing
So we're
so
just-
Wait,
hard.
what about all
Jasper's
my...
naked.
So I'm just naked.
No,
Yeah, what about
your
all my-
clothes are still there, but as you touch them, they're metallic. They're not fibrous
Oh.
anymore.
Wow, we are chafing really.
Yeah, I have a metal coat.
Does this count as armor?
My pants are really tight, you guys.
Oh, does our skin feel metallic?
No, your skin's fine.
Okay.
Though you're feeling stretched thin, being here isn't
gotta
feel
go.
We
good.
gotta go.
We gotta go.
Open that chest.
I'll do it.
Not here.
We gotta go back.
You open it, nothing happens.
Alright, let's
On
go
the
back.
material plane.
Do not open it until you are ready.
We have time on the material plane.
But how
Until
do we get
you
back?
are ready.
And how will we know when we're ready?
You will know.
Hmm.
And then your vision blacks out again. And you all just back. And you're all standing in the exact same position as you were before, but you're now holding a chest. So for you guys, you blinked, then Millie appeared with a chest, and you all have a sense that that chest is very important and that you shouldn't just open it willy-nilly.
Don't.
Let's open
Where
the chest.
did- No!
Don't. Just.
Okay, now I have a lot of questions.
I think we all do.
What is
I'm writing
that?
an incident report. Mysterious appearing box.
We should take this to Nero and to Ava.
Yes.
What should you take to me?
This.
Hey,
Don't you see? You don't know.
Oh, yeah, who the hell are you?
You see this this half-elven man with big glasses and just sort of a cloak walk up to you and he says, "Hello, I'm Ava Thrilsinian of the Excellent Sword
Hi.
Legion. We've met, but I am told you don't remember
Oliver
me."
Dumont. It's a pleasure to meet you,
Yes,
sir. It
good to
really
meet you
is.
again, Oliver.
Wow.
Yes. Well, shall we go inside?
Well, actually,
Talk
Yes,
about what's
let's
happening.
go inside.
Sure.
Okay. You notice this.
This is the Johnson's residence. I don't know if they invited me here. I don't know how rude it would be to invite like 8 other people in their house.
Oh, well, we could just go to my place.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, join hands, everyone.
Wait 1 second. I read a little note.
Take a
for
deep breath,
everybody
everybody.
to know where I went.
I hold
Like,
elbows of
now, be
Wallace.
back later.
All right,
Hugs, kisses.
and he murmurs something, and you feel your bodies. And that is where we're going to end today's episode of Dungeon Party Show. See, I made the technical difficulties into a plot point.
Yeah, the adventure for the uncorrupted hard drive.
That's the box. The box that we have to open when we're ready.
It's
the
just the
hard
hard
drive.
It's just like a WD balloon just like ticking away in there.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We're getting back on track with stuff. We know we were gone for a little bit, but we missed you, so I hope you guys missed us. Keep your ear to the ground to our social media for information about this shirts auction we're gonna do. We're gonna make shirts ourselves and then auction them off to you guys, which will be fun. Keep your eye out for the podcast that's coming up pretty soon. And you know what? Just play D&D. You should just play a game. If you haven't been playing, you should play. It's so much fun. That's all from me. That's all from us. Thank you so much for partying with us in the dungeon. See you next time.
Woo!